Welcome back, everybody, to our podcast. If you are new, welcome. If you are one of our returning people with our community, we thank you. Please hit that like or subscribe button when you have time. Let's get into it. Chasing BLQ. Hated it.
Yeah, it was really crazy how Chase was like, "Well, Willow needs me more than you need me." What? Really? You're in a marriage, Chase. What are you talking about? Willow needs you more than your own wife. It was ridiculous. I'm tired of Brooklyn making herself into a pretzel for Chase. I was surprised she told him the truth though. I was really surprised by that she trusts him that much. 'Cause I wouldn't trust him with anything. I wouldn't trust him with the baby right now. He holding the baby, he'd probably be around Willow. It's just, no. No, and that girl do not need to be around any babies. Because last time she moved Daisy around, gaslighting Sasha. I'm not for it. So I was annoyed with the whole thing. But he said that he's not going to tell Willow about it because Turner doesn't really have much evidence. It's going to be dropped. That's fine. What I didn't like was that Willow's blaming Michael. Blame Michael for every damn thing that's wrong with your life, I guess. This is what Willow's going to be doing from now on. Saying that, oh, Michael was the one that tried to frame me and what he tried to do then. Where Michael was like, look, I ain't do it. I don't care. Like, Michael was just so over everything. He has very small patience for Willow because it's crap. Because she's like, my life was awful with you. Seriously, he gave you everything you wanted, and you just pissed on it. I'm just so tired of her making Michael to be this controlling a hole. He's not. She is the problem.
Yeah, she got on my nerves when she was talking to him. And I'm tired of it too. She blamed him for everything. And it's just like, girl, bye. So I'm kind of getting a little tired of her whining about stuff, and I'm just waiting on Drew to pop on up. I mean, he's
Yeah.
moving his hand right now.
Mm-hmm.
He's looking. He knocked that bag off the table, so Kai knows. So I'm glad that he
Yeah.
knows that Drew, is starting to like move around a little bit, with his hands rather. So I'm glad about that at this point. At this point, I know some fans not gonna be happy about Drew starting to speak. I'm ready for it because yeah, when she went in there blaming Michael, I just was like, here we go again.
Yeah,
So
it's
yeah,
the
it's
same
time.
old
It's
thing.
time.
And then for her to say, "Oh, I am thriving without you," I'm like, you called shooting your husband twice in the back and drugging him, blackmailing, thriving. Like what? What kind of thriving are you talking about, Will? It was just ridiculous. I'm just so tired of everybody trying to make Michael be.
Yeah, she trying to say like he stifled her. He
Yeah,
did no such thing. He
no.
was supporting her to go to work and all of that. At some point he just felt like it'd be a little bit overwhelming when you start bringing in kid number two, but he still supported all her decisions that she made. Only decision he didn't agree to was her sleeping with his dang on uncle. I
Yeah.
mean, who would agree to that? But other than that, he had agreed with a lot of her choices. So that's why when she got in his face talking about, I know that you framed me, and it's just like, bye. Drew, come on out the wheelchair now.
Yeah.
I'm ready for the showdown between those two.
Yeah, I think it's gonna start sometime this month because he's already moving. His first word was Willow. Willow. I'm like, here we go. His first word is Willow. And then Wiley and Amelia has saw him too. So they know and Kai knows, Willow knows he's moving. Just a matter of what's going to happen next because Jack and Nina were trying to find the black box at Wyndermere. They came across Valentine and Charlotte. Charlotte, whew, that girl be a handful. Because when when she says, "Why are you here?" Jack had responded to her. She's like, "No, you." I was like, "Dang, Charlotte," and Neil just like, "Oh my gosh!" It's like, "Yeah, you've been dumped because you really messed with the wrong Cassidy." Cause the way Charlotte did Anna years ago, having her be little cray cray, I think she might do the same thing or maybe similar to it with Anita. And if she found out what's in that black box, Charlotte's going to destroy Nina and Willow. And I'm here for it. Of course, Valentine finds it. Now it's a matter of him finding the passcode. He thinks it's Columns, but it's actually Jack's. So hopefully he'll figure out that it is Jack's, and he can get whatever is in there. There could be stuff on Josslyn in there too that he
Well,
had in there.
it is because remember he put all that stuff in there about what she did to Cyrus and all that stuff is it's in there.
Mm-hmm.
If he gets it, at least Valentine can get rid of it so it's not being held over Josslyn at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad that Valentine got his hands on it. The thing is, can he open it up? And then they can use that against Drew too. The information that Jack is saying is in there, and I hope Valentine do use it against Drew because Drew, he wrecked Carly's and them life,
Mm-hmm.
Michael and all of that. So if Valentine can pay that back for Carly, that'd just be one thing that'll make her happy.
Oh yeah, for sure. 'Cause she can't stand Drew at all. She
No.
hasn't been in Drew's orbit in a long time, so I wouldn't mind that. Valentine would definitely be a powerful ally and enemy
Hmm.
to deal with, because if he has all that and probably some other stuff too that we don't know about
Right.
that Jack has, he can definitely blackmail a lot of people in Port Charles. And Carly by himself, Carly be probably for everything. Because she can't stand
Hmm.
Drew. She can't stand Willow and Nina for sure. Of course, she wants to help Josslyn. So, I think it'd be very interesting if Valentine is able to open it and we see what's in it. And
Hmm.
hopefully he does open it right. Because he said that if you put in the wrong code, it will self destruct. So hopefully he can find the right one, but I am all for it. Well, next up, we have our new surgeon, Tristan, and he comes with Jason. My thing is, do they know each other? Because they shook hands. Because he said that he was just there to make sure Jason got to Port Charles.
I don't know. I mean, he's a nice looking guy though, but it looked like they might pair him with Britt because he ended up going over there to get a room at Bobby's, and it actually ended up being Britt's old room. But Britt, the her entitlement is just ridiculous. It's
I was like, what the hell is going on? It's like they really regress her character.
yeah. I mean, she felt like he owed her something. It's like you just met this man. And then she going off with Lucas earlier before that and calling Carly all out her name and like she wrong. It's like, girl, you was gone. She had a right to take that room, get it cleaned up for the next person,
Yeah.
because that's her money, So it's like Britt want people to do stuff for her. I hope that they have Britt where she calms that down and don't go back to acting like like everybody owe her stuff. The entitlement is just ridiculous. So I hope they don't start doing that really with her character because to me, I don't want to see it if they are. I've
No.
seen that side of her before and I didn't like it then, and I'm sure not gonna like it now.
No, she was tripping hard. I was like, Britt, shut up. Go in the corner and just cry for a moment. Something. I was just so tired of her entitlement. And Trisha just like, can I get
Oh,
the
he went off
hell
on
up
her.
out of here? And she's like, well, I was in jail. He's like, I see why you were in jail. He was just
Hmm.
like, she is
He was going off on
nuts.
her.
He was going off, and I was here for it.
I was
She
too.
was tripping, and then she went to Carly, and Carly's like, "Why are you crying? Like you think the world owes you something? They don't. Pick yourself up and keep it pushing." And also, she has family. She could call Liesl. I mean, Liesl may not want to
Nina.
help her, but definitely Nina can help out.
Hmm.
When I call Nina and say, "Hey, can I stay at your place for a little bit until I get some money in, or stay at the Metro Court, something?" She could have done those things, and she's just like, "Wah, wah, wah." That's all I heard from her.
Yeah, she
Oh,
going around terrorizing everybody, and it's
yeah,
just like, girl, sit down.
it's pathetic. Now, what did you think about her scene with Anna? Because Anna seemed off. Is it really Anna or is it Alex?
I told you last podcast, like it's the way that she's acting, the way she's looking is really crazy. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with Anna. She's not stable. That's clear
Yeah.
because she's seeing Peter and everything. But yeah, her eyes. That's why I said the person that plays Anna, she killing them scenes because she got me convinced there's something wrong with her.
Yeah. I don't know. I understood what Anna was saying though. It's like, how can I trust you and you continually do all this other stuff. It's very hard to trust Britt when she keeps putting herself in weird situations, or she's forced to do it just like this last time. But it's just the way she's dealing with it. It's just like, girl, you're gonna be okay. You don't have this disease. You're free. You're not gonna be thrown in some hole or anything like that. So try to move forward in a positive way. And she just have this. I feel like she self sabotages a lot. And with Jason being back, I don't think Jason's gonna not tolerate her crap because he looked like he's going through PTSD. He looked really, really bad coming back. I felt sorry for him. And I did like his scene with Danny because I agree with Danny. Why are you the one that has to save everybody else? It's like, Jason, you have to stop this. I understand he did it for the ungrateful Rocco, is how I feel about it. But Jason, you have to put Danny first. And that's what he did. He came in. He's like, Danny, let's go. He saw Tracy. They actually tolerate each other. I really like Jason and Tracy's
Mm-hmm.
relationship now. It's like they have a better understanding of each other and they respect each other too. I really, really like how far they have come. But Jason came, he got Danny. He's like, Tracy, tell everybody I'm back, and then he's gone again. And I was surprised he was gone that quick. I thought we would have got scenes with Carly and Sonny, but nope. He went straight to Danny and left with Danny. So, what were your thoughts on Jason coming back?
I thought he looked pretty bad. It's going to be interesting to me if they show the scenes, and I believe that they are, of what kind of happened to him when he was there. So I don't know if he's going to explain all that to Danny. Maybe that's why he took him away so abruptly. I don't know. Or maybe he just want to spend some time with him. But yeah, he looked pretty bad. The worst he's ever looked in all the times that he has come back. So hopefully he makes a change and he does put Danny first. And I mean, he kind of didn't really want to have too much to do with the mob this last time he came back,
Mm-hmm.
because he just told Sonny, like, I'll just take like the coffee warehouse stuff and deal with that, because that's one of their legit businesses, and then that was Jason's business too. So
Mm-hmm.
they could be maybe moving Jason to, he doesn't want to deal with all this mob stuff and just focus on Danny at this point, because maybe he had time to sit there and really think about it when he was being tortured and God knows what else about his relationship with Danny, and basically kind of abandoning him. And I understand what he told Danny about the whole Rocco thing. That Rocco couldn't survive what he just went through, which is true. I understand why he did that, but yeah, he got to stop sacrificing himself for everybody. That's the part that I don't like, especially with Sam not being around now.
Mm-hmm.
It's like he got to stop doing that and put Danny first.
Yeah, and that's why when Sam was around, she was going off on him because he chose to cover for Carly. And I
Hmm.
understood where she was coming from. She was like, stop doing this for everybody else and focus on your son, and he kind of did it again for Rocco, but I don't know. But Lulu and Dante better owe Jason for sure for saving their son, their ungrateful son. Is how I feel about Rocco right now. But yeah, Jason doesn't look good. And I'm wondering how his scenes are going to be with Carly, Sonny, and Britt.
Well, with Britt, hopefully he dumps her,
Mm-hmm.
because he needs to and move on with his life. But Rocco, I did not like the scene between Rocco and Gio. He
Yeah,
was he was so nasty
he
that
was so
Gio wasn't in.
ungrateful.
Yeah, and I'm glad Gio at some point just was like, "Look, I'm here though," and then he just kept it pushing.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, "Yeah," because Rocco is just giving attitude to everybody. It's like everybody is trying to help that kid, and he just lashing out. And see, this is what Dante and Lulu need to do something about him, because it's like Charlotte when she was going off on Dante about the conversation she overheard between Dante and Valentine. I'm glad Charlotte kind of went off and basically let Dante know, like, she's controlling, talking about Lulu. she's controlling and she basically just want to keep me in a house kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, I go stay with my dad, Valentine. And I'm like, yeah. And I said, they just don't get it. And even Carly was trying to warn Lulu, all that control stuff is gonna backfire, like with your kids. And like I said before, those kids are not toddlers, they almost adults now. So it's like
Mm-hmm.
they need to fall back a little bit. But I was surprised at the conversation Dante had with Elizabeth though. Because a part of him doesn't want Charlotte around. That she's a bad influence. I'm like, hell, Rocco a bad
No, it's
influence.
Rocco. Rocco
Yeah, yeah.
is the bad. For he keep making choices after choices, and what do Dante and Lulu do? Blame everybody else. Because I was waiting for Dante to blame somebody for this, and they end up being Charlotte. Of course,
Hmm.
Britt, but Charlotte. He's like, oh, she's a bad influence. Charlotte is the smartest one on there right now. It's like
Hmm.
she knows what she. I mean, she needs to learn how to fight, but she knows what's going on, how to play the game. She's not stupid. Rocco is just and also they haven't punished Rocco either
No.
for this. They have no discipline for him whatsoever. He's mouthing off, he's talking back. There has been zero discipline about all that he's done. All that they've been doing is blaming others. When he got drunk, it was Gio and Danny's fault. When he got into the lab, it was Gio's fault. Now this time it's Britt and Charlotte's fault. It's like, no, y'all keep enabling this behavior. Clearly the kid got some issues. And y'all just not addressing it. It's ridiculous. But yeah, I know he has not been punished for pretty much anything, really.
And see, to me, and I could be wrong, so I need the audience to let me know if I'm wrong. But it seems like when Charlotte has done stuff, and she's done some stuff, it seems like when she does and Valentine finds out, though, he kind of like really goes off on her though about stuff too, and
Mm-hmm.
like let her know like don't be pulling this crap again. And with Lulu and them, they are fuss at him, but then they start like you said blaming everybody else, but I'm not seeing a hard line with them and Rocco. But with Valentine, if maybe I'm remembering this wrong, but it seemed like I've seen those hard lines when it comes to Charlotte and him.
I think with Anna stuff, no, because he kind of covered for her with that. He did go off, but he blamed himself because of Victor. Because Victor
Hmm.
wrote that letter or something like that, and it got to her head that Anna was the problem. He didn't really deal with Charlotte because she got shot. I think
Hmm.
I think that was like her punishment, I guess you can say, in a way. And she learned her lesson. Don't do that type of stuff. And then, Anna and Valentine didn't make it anymore after that. I don't know. I think Valentine, because Valentine knows Charlotte well. He knows what she's thinking. He does let her know, don't do this stupid crap or I'm gonna go
Right.
off on you. I feel like that's how Valentine handles Charlotte, and Charlotte's like, okay. With Lulu and Dante, they don't really talk to Rocco. They talk at him, they want what they want, and that's it. And there's no type of punishment. He's not even in therapy. He should be in therapy. Like, come on, he went through something very traumatic, even though he put himself in that situation. Lou and Dante really hasn't done much for Rocco. They
No.
they they really haven't. They blame everybody else, but it's like Rocco is the core source of this and his actions that he continuously makes. So I don't know.
Well,
I hope Danny is done with Rocco though. That's all I care about.
hold on. And I think if I remember correctly though, when Charlotte was going through that with the whole Anna thing, he did go to Laura because he felt like Charlotte was spiraling and he needed help with that. So
True. Yeah.
at least he wasn't sitting there, oh, it's so and so's fault. He at least reached out to somebody that cared about the girl to try to help her to get through what had happened.
Mhm.
So I give Valentine credit for that. And that's kind of where I was trying to go with it. Whereas I feel like with Valentine, he's trying with Charlotte to make sure that bad things don't happen because he know her, Charlotte can, get into some
Good.
stuff.
Yeah.
She has, but he
She's a
tried to keep it under.
Cassadine.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
he tries to keep that under some kind of control. And with Dante and them, they like you said, they blaming everybody, but they're not trying to like, get that girl, like we'll let girl. I mean, we'll Rocco back in. They're not doing that. Well, with Valentine, to me, he tries to do that though with Charlotte. And like
Mm-hmm.
you said, he talks to her, but he tries to, will her back in. And with them, you don't see them trying to will him back in. They just fussing and going off and yelling and screaming, and that's it.
I feel sorry for Rocco because of his parents. At the same time, I'm anti Rocco right now because the way he went off on Danny last time, I was like, no, and he's just going off on everybody, even Charlotte, because he's like, I'm so tired of my sister going against me. Then stop doing stupid stuff.
Right.
Like Charlotte is the smartest teen on here right now. And you
Well, I wonder.
continuously just keep doing stupid stuff and blaming everybody else but yourself, just like your parents been doing. It's ugh. It's like,
I wonder how he gonna feel now that Jason back, because that, I mean, that makes Danny's day that his dad is back.
mm-hmm.
So now I wonder how Rocco gonna feel that now his dad is back.
I don't know. He
He
probably be
probably gonna talk
smug.
smack.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
gonna be smug and talking smack. I hope
yeah.
Danny go pow to smack him good one time.
Well,
I need for them to
Rocco.
fight.
Well, what Rocco needs to do instead of being upset and going off on everybody, he better go over there and apologize. I mean, not even apologize, but thank Jason for what happened, for taking a rap for it. So he got to
Yeah,
be really appreciative of that. Because if I see him fuss at Jason, I'm gonna turn my TV off. It's gonna be too much.
yeah. No, he, especially if he see Jason, he better to say thank you.
Yup.
He better not give him a hard time. He gonna be like, well, thanks, but you didn't have to do it. Blah blah. There's a.
I know.
Let's move on because my blood pressure going dealing with all of that. So next up we do have Sonny. Typical Sonny. Not wanting Carly with Valentine. He's like, oh, he has all these enemies. Oh, he is and that. I'm like, Sonny, look in the mirror. You have exactly the same thing. Wait, what are you talking about? So he is gonna get Brick to find something against Valentine. Carly isn't gonna like that. Carly is not gonna
Mm-mm.
leave Valentine. And how would he feel if Carly found out about him and Justine? She'd be like, oh, you with the next DA now? It's like, because he just be going through them. Like, it's not, and I, Sonny kind of that annoys me with that, but he always does this stuff.
Well, I kind of agree with Sonny though in a way. He's a hypocrite, but I kind of agree because the difference between Sonny and Valentine is Valentine got some serious enemies out there because he, the WSB, so international
So,
probably. I know, but his enemies could be way worse than what Sonny is. Sonny
no,
hit.
no, I think it's about the same way because you had the Zakaras, you had
Yeah, but they was
Russian
there.
guy in there. It's like when an enemy comes in, they are after Sunny. It's all
Yeah.
Sunny. I feel like their enemies are about the same level.
I don't know, cause it's mob stuff. Because remember when they was doing the pikeman stuff, even Sonny was kind of scared of that because it was dealing with those weapons and all that. Even Sonny was kind of like, "Whoa!" Like, cause it's another level.
Mm-hmm.
Sonny's not at that kind of level where Valentine is. So that's why I'm like, no, it's a little different with the people that Valentine's dealing with the people Sonny dealing with. Sonny mainly it's mob stuff. Valentine is some serious military stuff that was going on. So
Yeah, true.
yeah, so that's why I understand Sonny when he started talking. I'm like, yeah, because Valentine stuff is a whole nother level of danger. So I understand where it's coming from, but he's wrong to try to break them up like that. But I totally I have to be Team Sunny on this, even though he's a hypocrite. Because Valentine, yeah, he got a lot of enemies out there.
Mm. And he also messed with his meds too.
Yeah, to me that should have. To me, I thought with Morgan being unalive because of some of that with Ava, I thought Carly might have looked at that twice. I'm kind of surprised that she didn't kind of go, what now? I
I'm
mean,
not
she kind of
surprised.
did, huh?
I said I'm not surprised. Carla does whatever she wants. I mean, she
Yeah.
was with Franco at some
I was
point.
just about to say that she was with Franco and it's a soap. So anyway, let's talk about Josslyn and Trina and Liesl. Liesl was mad, and I don't blame her
Yeah.
because Josslyn is lying about Cassius, and they don't know he's alive though. But Josslyn's lying. So if I was Josslyn, she better watch her back. Lisa might not go after her because she kind of see him what Josslyn is trying to do. So I don't know because with Liesl, she's a wild card. You never know what direction she's gonna go. But
No.
with Liesl, she definitely is mad. She don't like it. So I don't know. I'm curious to see if she's gonna fight it or just let it go because because Josslyn warned her the WSB you don't want them in your orbit and that's true. The whole Trina and Josslyn thing, I felt like Trina should just cut the cord at that point
Mm-hmm.
because Josslyn has not been a friend of her and I don't know when.
It's been a while.
Um, yeah, and so I actually like her friendship with Gio and Emma
Yeah.
at this point because Jocelyn she hasn't just been there for her.
No.
She don't tell her nothing. Everything is a secret. It's just I mm-mm.
No. I was hoping that this would be the cut of their friendship, and it's not, unfortunately. So, but I will say Trina's a little bit of a hypocrite because she knows that Willow shot Drew and not Michael, and she didn't say anything to Josslyn.
Yeah, that's true.
So they've both been lying to each other in some kind of form or way. I just feel like they're not good friends anymore. Josslyn's living in a completely different world right now, and I just don't see them being friends that long. I mean, I don't even see them friends right now.
No,
I just don't see. I see her more friends with Gio and Emma. Now, do you think they're gonna put Gio and Trina together?
I hope not because I like him with Emma.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I love the chemistry with those two, so they need to keep that going. I mean, geez, have a decent couple on there at least.
Yeah.
Because I'm liking the Carly and Valentine. I'm liking the Gio and Emma, and now we might have a Nina and Jack because they was kissing the other day. So I'm curious to see how that's gonna look. I don't mind Jack and Nina, but I just got to see how they're gonna do it though.
I wonder how far Jack is gonna go for Nina, because Nina was saying that she just felt guilty that she wasn't there for her daughters. Girl, blame your mama. That's all on your mom. Your mom is a crazy lunatic that gave your kids to some crazy people, you know? So I feel like with Nina, there is no limit with her. And I'm wondering how long Jack is going to stay in Nina's orbit and cover for Willow. Because Willow is always going to do something. And it's a shame that Nina is being the girl's friend and not being her mother. And that's what
Nina,
Carly had told her, I think a year or two ago. Like, you are being Willow's friend, not her mother. She gonna just keep enabling her behavior. I mean, Willow already blackmailed her. Like, there is no limit with your daughter at all. Mm.
she told it to the wrong person too. He WSB. He gonna be trying to recruit her and Willow before it's over with. I
Ugh.
mean, that was just dumb to even say that to him. I was like, girl, he gonna recruit you and her before it's over
No, Nina
with.
can't even find a fly. No, Willow, yeah, I think she's more resourceful than Nina.
Well, no,
Nina,
he can blackmail Nina at this point to go after Willow on a whole lot of stuff. So he can recruit Nina behind and be like, I want you to come work for the WSB. Oh, you're not gonna do it, Willow, 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 and she'll do it. I do anything, Jack, because she
yeah.
will. So that was stupid when he asked her that question. I was wondering why he asked her that because Jack is slick. So I
Yeah.
was like, he could be setting them up to recruit one of them, or he can do both of them.
If we had to do one of them, I say Willow. I
I
wouldn't
say
like
her
it,
too.
but I say, well, Nina, she's just she panics too easily. I mean, we saw that when she found Jack. She's like, "Oh my
Hmm.
gosh, I know what to do." I'm like, take the mask off, cut off the little carbon dot. That's like,
Monoxide.
yeah, like cut that off and do mouth to mouth. She's like, "Oh my god," I'm like, "Girl, calm down." She does not have a cool head. Whereas
Mm-mm.
Willow does, she's quick on her feet, just like Josslyn.
Yeah,
I think between the two, I
she know
say,
how to shoot a gun already
yeah,
because we didn't know that. Now we
yeah.
know.
She knows how to shoot one, know how to put it together, take it apart. I wouldn't like it, but I say Willow. Call it a day. I wouldn't. Nina,
Hmm.
absolutely not. Bump that. I don't know, but I don't. Well, Willow would have to be forced into doing it because she wouldn't want the danger because of her kids, but she would be forced to do it.
Oh, she was funny though when she was talking to Drew and she was like, "Don't make me do it. Don't make me do it." Because she's warning him she will unalive him if she thinks she gonna lose her kids. If he comes out of that lock syndrome,
Mm-hmm.
she's gonna unalive him. So she begging him right now. If he do get out of there, he better do it when she ain't around.
Yeah, if I was him, I would make sure she's not in the house
Mm-hmm.
and escape, or when she's sleeping,
Mm-hmm.
make sure she's sleeping and
Nah.
escape or something.
N-
I
I
don't know.
wouldn't do it when she there at all because Willow be fast. So
Yeah. Uh,
that girl be moving. So yeah, he better make sure she long gone if he gonna get up out that wheelchair and do anything.
True. True. I'm not looking forward to him being back, but I am curious as to what he's going to do with her too. Because
Mm-hmm.
it's like, what can he do? Because he's just as bad as her,
I
and
know.
they're still married.
Yep. Yeah, because they had just got married soon
Yeah.
as it happened.
Yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen with that one. It's gonna be a crap show. We all love that, don't we, During Hospital fans? Well,
Mm-hmm.
next up, we got James finding out the truth. I think we all can agree on this. They should have recast Maxie. Cody should not have been the one telling James this. It should have been Maxie or Felicia and Mac. Why Cody? What was the point? I didn't like it. And then no offense to the temp, but it would have felt better with the OG James because it kind of reminded me when Michael found out about Willow and Drew kissing. It wasn't Chad there. It was the temp. And it didn't hit as hard as the fans wanted, and I felt the same way about this. So I don't know. It was just unfortunate circumstances with the actor that plays James because I believe he got injured and was in the hospital for a few days. Hopefully he's doing fine, but it just felt just off. So what were your thoughts on all this?
I had the same thought. It just didn't land that great. And like you said, the kid that was there that day to fill in. He did great. I did watch the scenes. He did pretty good. But yeah, I rather had saw it with the person that's been playing him all along.
Mm-hmm.
So it just didn't land that great. And then I thought it was stupid to have Cody do it. Where I agree with you, Mac or Felicia, they were supposed to do it. Then they changed it up. So I'm like, why? Or like you said, they could have recast Maxie, even if it was brief. They could have put somebody in that role to play Maxie and then do that and then slide the person back out if they wanted to. But it just didn't land that great. So I was disappointed in it. Let's move on. Portia, pretty baby. I'm glad she had her baby. But I was annoyed because Jordan went there, started a fight with her. She go in labor basically because of probably the stress of it. And then she comes back because she hear Portia screaming and she ended up delivering Portia's baby. But what got on my nerves was by the time they got to the hospital with the pretty little boy, baby boy she had. Jordan was coming off like she the hero, but she was there stressing her out in the first place. So that
Mm-hmm.
kind of annoyed me right there. But the baby is beautiful. He is so cute. I was like, it's about time because I don't recall a baby,
Nope.
black baby being born on General Hospital.
Nope.
I'm just saying.
Nope. It was the first black baby or African American baby born on the screen on General Hospital. He's the first
Hmm.
one. I was like, wow.
It's about time.
It's about time. They could have done that, a couple of years ago with the whole TJ and Molly stuff. Even though the child would have been biracial, we could have, had that. So it was nice to see that history was made when they did that, but I didn't like Jordan going over there stressing her out and then delivering a baby. I was hoping Isaiah was going to show up,
Me too.
not
Hell,
Jordan.
hell, Britt.
Yeah, something. I was annoyed that it was Jordan.
Me
And
too.
everybody's like, oh, Jordan delivered. I'm like, yeah, but she's the one that induced her labor by
Right.
stressing her out. But Portia was pregnant for a while. It was like 10 months or something like that. She was pregnant for a long time. So I'm glad they finally ripped the band aid off of that. I just thought it was
Um,
funny when Isaiah came in the room. He only had eyes for Portia. It was
mhm.
like Curtis wasn't even there. And Portia, and I like Portia with Isaiah. She seems more happy. She's more chill. He's so supportive of her. And then there's Curtis with a chip on his shoulder, just mad. And I'm wondering if he's
Yeah.
gonna try to get with Portia now.
I like the scene when Portia when she was in labor, that had me laughing. And I really like the person that plays Portia. I did not like that character when she first came on
Mm-mm.
because she to me was fixated on Curtis and
Anybody
trying
with
to destroy.
Curtis, anybody with Curtis,
Yeah, and so
their
to me,
character goes downhill.
yeah, and so to me, it seemed like she was just after him to get him away from Jordan and the whole thing. But I liked the scene when she was in labor and when she took her shoe and threw it across the room, I was cracking up. I said, man, I really like Portia. I just did not like Portia by the time she got down to marrying Curtis. I just didn't like the character and the direction she was starting to go. But once they pulled her from Curtis to Isaiah, I freaking liked the character
Mm-hmm.
Portia a lot. I have been really like I'd rather see her than Jordan
Yep.
and Curtis any day. It's like please show more of her because I'm liking her and I love the chemistry that she has with Isaiah. And like you said, she seemed more calm, cool, laid back, chill. She ain't screeching like she be because of the whole Curtis stuff. And I understand what happened in the beginning. She lied, blah blah blah. But at the end of the day, Curtis forgave her, so we thought. So we thought, because it seemed like the whole marriage he never did really forgive
No,
her.
he really
And I
didn't.
believe that's why it fell apart because deep down he didn't forgive her. Okay, but then gone over there with Jordan or whatever. But why is you not getting jealous because her man walked up in the room trying to holler at her? Like, hey, Portia, oh yeah, Portia, you said you thought it was a boy. They laughing, Kiki, and having a
Yep.
good time. And did you see Curtis back there? Man, you
Curtis.
can see the smoke coming off his bald head. I'm like, you serious, Curtis? You got Jordan. What's the problem? Oh my God, he was getting on my. I was glad Isaiah did not even pay him no mind. Like you said, he focused on Portia, Kiki with her for a minute, let her know he there, and then he left. But before he left, he did say congratulations to Curtis and love. I probably when he said
I
that.
wouldn't have said that. Yeah, I would have just
Yeah,
walked out.
but that shows you what a gentleman he is.
Mm-hmm.
He is the adult in the room when it come between him and Curtis.
Oh
Isaiah
yeah.
is the
Oh yeah.
adult
For sure.
all day, every day. But yeah, Curtis, he acting a little jealous to me. So what is it? Do you want Portia back or you want Jordan? Because you can't have them both. And
No.
if he did go to Portia, I would hope she would not take him back after all of this.
Mm-mm. I would start hating her again.
I would
It's
too.
like anybody with Curtis, their character just go down because Jordan is going off on Portia and saying like, "Well, he chose me and he's with me," blah blah blah. I'm like, Jordan, you look like a fool. You think Curtis is a prize? Are you serious right now? It's a hot mess, and I think as long as Curtis keep his cool, I think Isaiah won't pursue a civil suit
Mm-hmm.
because the baby is now here and maybe he
Right.
wants to keep the peace. But if Curtis starts up again, I think
Well,
Isaiah is definitely going to go with the suit against Curtis.
oh, he will because I mean, because you heard him already and stuff. Can you give us some privacy? It's like, dang, he came in there to say hi to his woman. That's his woman. He wasn't
Yeah.
gonna stay that long, but he was just dipping in there to let her know, like, hey, babe, I'm here. Wow, you had a boy. Okay, he's beautiful. That and Curtis said, "Can you?" I was just like, "Oh, here we go." So, what happens? So, my thing is, what's gonna happen when she go home? Because when she go home with that baby, Curtis gonna be trying to be all up
Mm-hmm.
in the house with her.
He gonna be all up in there. Hopefully she changed the locks. Like you cannot come in this house without my permission. Only person that should have a key is Portia and Isaiah.
Right.
Stella shouldn't have one. I say Trina shouldn't have one because she'll have Curtis probably over there. Curtis shouldn't have. Nobody else should have one but Portia and Isaiah.
Oh, and Stella, what? See, I couldn't have had the baby, and then she come. I would have been like security because she came up in there and she looked at Portia. And then at some point she looked back at Curtis, but she was fussing at them. And it's just like I would have been like, security, if you don't get this woman up out of my room. talking this mess right now. I just had a baby. I don't want to hear all this kumbaya stuff. We need to be together. And nah, forget
Yeah,
all
it
that.
was not the time for it. It was
Yeah.
not a time or a place for it. But Stella just want peace in the family. What I don't like is that she's like, "Oh well, Jordan and you are family, so don't walk away from it." Okay, Jordan and Isaiah needs to have the same rules. So
Right.
you want Jordan in there, but Isaiah, she told Isaiah, "Oh no, just wait."
Isaiah
That's
was like, bump that.
yeah.
And I'm
I'm like
glad he did.
that's not fair. Jordan can have all these privileges
Yep.
because she with your nephew again, but Isaiah can't have that.
Yep.
Absolutely not. No,
Yep.
I feel like if they really want to do this, they both need to have the same rules. You can't
Right.
just because Jordan helped deliver and induce her labor does not mean Isaiah should be, you know, outcast from it. That's just
Right.
wrong right there. I was just so annoyed with Stella. I was just like,
I
Stella,
was too, but I'm
ugh.
glad he did not listen.
No, he
And
didn't.
he walked up in there to go check on Portia. And I'm like, yeah. And he didn't do anything to me that was out the way when he came. He was respectful and he left, when Curtis asked him to. He was like, all right, so I just felt like it's gonna be a mess when Portia gets ready to go
Mm-hmm.
home because Curtis to me is gonna be like, oh well, I wanna come, I wanna sit there, night after night with you. Well then shoot, we should still be married then. If that. So I'm just wondering how they're gonna write that. I think they should write it where he can't be there.
I think Portia should have Rick file some paper and say on these days I got our kid, on these days Curtis album, and that's it.
No,
Nope, I
no. I
I
mean,
would have it
well,
in writing.
no. I mean, like later on, yeah. But for right now, that baby has to be with Portia, especially if she's
Oh
breastfeeding
yeah,
all the time. But later on, they could probably do you got the baby a couple of hours, maybe, something like that. But it shouldn't be too far from her. The first couple of I say months, maybe, but a couple of
Curtis don't care
hours.
about that.
I know, but like a
Curtis don't
couple of
care.
hours, yeah.
Why you spend more time with my son and I can't be over here? I'm gonna pack a bag and move back up in here. That's probably what
Right,
he's going to be doing.
right. My son needs me.
Yeah,
It's just gonna be some
he's gonna be
drama.
overbearing. That's why I said no right off the back. I'll call Rick and say let's get some paperwork going.
Yeah,
And
you're right. You're
do
right.
it like that because Kurt's gonna be overbearing as heck as soon as
Yeah.
Portia gets home. If she is breastfeeding, have plenty of milk for Curtis to take with him to his place, well, Jordan's place, and call it a day. That's what I would do. But I would have some kind of paper because Curtis is going to be a piece of work. We all know it. Let's all get
Mhm.
mentally prepared for it. All right.
Let's get
Because
mentally
we
prepared. But
have
thank you, General Hospital, for bringing on that cute baby boy.
Yes, and also congratulations to the daytime nominees. Congratulations to everyone who got nominated. We are looking forward to the daytime Emmys. I think it's supposed to be in October. So I'm looking forward to watching everything on that. Also, for the rest of this month and in August, our scheduling will be inconsistent. We have some events coming up. So if you do not hear from us, that's because we're doing something, unfortunately, and we'll see you whenever we post next time. Thank you so much for listening to our podcast, for following, liking, leaving your comments. We really appreciate you. Be safe out there. Until next time.
Enjoy y'all summer. Bye, everybody.